All right, let's continue. Let's do a real quick review. On Long Island, we're dealing with contaminants, chemicals, poisons, toxins, things that could really cause harm to our body. Even though the water companies do their best to try to fix them, there's more than they can keep up with. We've got over 86,000 chemicals. Only about 3,000 of them have been identified. On Long Island, because we are an island, we don't have fresh running streams and water that's getting filtered as it comes down the mountain. So because of that, our groundwater and our aqueducts do have pollutants in them, do have toxins in them. Things like hexavalent chromium, 1,4-dioxane, nitrates, trihalomethanes, besides chlorine and the basic stuff, lead. We also have a lot of things that could cause actual cell damage. That's where we are with that. There are many different ways you can filter your water. You could use a water softener, which a lot of companies recommend. Water softeners really only take out the hard minerals. That's really what they target, a few little toxins here and there, but that's not really our problem here. So a lot of companies also then recommend a big basic carbon filter. Basic carbon filters out basic contaminants. We need something a little bit more advanced for what we're dealing with. Then a lot of people are looking at reverse osmosis systems, which does a great job of removing the toxins from the water. It does purify the water, but then you're left with acidic water, which is very hard on your body, hard on your organs. From a health and wellness standpoint, it's not the best solution, because the way that they try to add more alkalinity is through calcium chloride, which is very hard on the kidneys. So what are we left with? Water bottles. Water bottles aren't good. Over 24,000 chemicals in water, in plastic water bottles, which could cause harm to the body as well. So at AquaWow, we really designed our system for Long Island water to treat those toxins that we are dealing with here, to target, remove, and reduce them. So what makes the AquaWow system unique? Well, let's talk about this here. There's no salt bags, and the way we've designed our system, you don't have to change filters. We have one system, you don't have to change filter for 5 years. We have another system, you don't have to change filters for 10 years. And I guarantee the effectiveness of it. We're going to talk about our WOW warranty in just a moment. So what we start with is something called our Cesar granules. It's a combination. It's a secret ingredient, patented high purity copper and zinc formulation that uses a process known as redox or oxidation reduction. Very, very effective to bond with the chlorine and other metals in the water to create harmless substances. It's non-toxic. It's going to start working on the bacteria and the algae growth and the fungus if it happens to be in your water. But it's an activator. It literally is a synergistic media. This is why we say ASM technology, advanced synergism media, and the way that it goes through, the way that your water goes through it, in the order that it goes through this media is really what we found to be one of the most, if not the most effective way to get clean, healthy water in your home. It's going to remove up to 98% of lead, mercury, copper, nickel, chromium, and other dissolved metals. It's completely safe. It's non-toxic. It's approved by the EPA and the Food and Drug Administration to be used. It enhances the performance. It extends the life of the other media in our system. That brings us to this material. It really looks like gold. It feels like gold. It's heavy like gold. I believe it or not, this is almost 2 pounds of it. You can fit it right in the palm of your hand. It's very heavy. Most companies don't even use 2 pounds of it, if they ever even use this, because it's very expensive. They might throw a half a pound in a whole house system if they do. And the problem is it's so heavy it sinks right to the bottom once the water starts working through the medium. And then it falls right to the bottom. The water never even touches it. It's window dressing because this is expensive. So what we have is a patented media guard that holds, get this, 6 pounds of these Cesar granules. Nobody is using 6 pounds of these, if they even use this, because it is expensive and they just try to go with the cheapest way possible to give you your water filtration. We're trying to give you the best way possible, and we spared no expenses. So these Cesar granules, One of the most important things in its own media separator. Very, very important. Now, when we get to the carbon, there's all different types of carbons out there. Basic carbon. I mean, you could burn bananas, you could burn paper towels, you could burn paper, you could burn anything. And when it burns, that it forms a carbon, and carbon is very effective for filtering water. They found that coconut carbon seems to be the best, but what we do is we have coconut carbon, run it through a catalytic process, which adds about 600 times more surface area. The more surface area, the more it comes in contact with the water and the toxins, the better it is to reduce and remove and target those contaminants. This is really going to work on those neurotoxic heavy metals, the plastics that start to appear in the water. And then we combine it with another medium. And then really this combination, the advanced synergistic media that we have, it's going to work on the disinfectant byproducts, the endocrine disrupting compounds, such as pesticides, herbicides, DDT, synthetic estrogens, pharmaceuticals, personal care products. It's the things that cause any taste and odor in the water. Your water is going to taste delicious. And really important, the heavy metals, aluminum, arsenic, fluoride, manganese, lead, nickel. And crazy that I even have to say this, radioactive materials like strontium or uranium, vanadium, on top of all the other fertilizers and pesticides. So this combination really has been proven to be effective. As a matter of fact, we do independent lab testing on our system, and we have before and after testing. Ask companies that you're dealing with, do you have independent lab studies testing the water before the filter and after the filter? And do you have any kind of proof that what your system does? And it might do basic stuff, which is good, but what about the advanced stuff? What about the more serious stuff that we're dealing with? What happens with that? Now, here's the thing with our system. This is why we have no filter changes. We actually use a media restoration valve that regenerates the media. Now, our media in our deluxe system is going to be rated for 1 million gallons, but we don't rely on that. What we're going to do is every week, the system will go into regeneration mode, regenerate the media, clean the media, just like a rinse cycle in your washing machine, drain all the bad stuff out, and then you're really left with fresh media again, starting almost from the beginning. This is why we can guarantee the effectiveness of our system. So you have that, and then you also have a corrosion resistant glass reinforced tank. Very, very heavy duty. We put a lifetime warranty on the tank. If there ever was a leak, we will cover it and replace that, no cost. That is a lifetime warranty. It actually has greater strength than timber, and pound for pound is often stronger than steel and aluminum. So you get very, very high quality, good things that we're putting in the system to make it the best we possibly can offer. Everything is non-toxic. It's met all the standards of the Water Quality Association, the NSF approved. Everything that we use is NSF approved. Now let's talk about the warranty. The warranty, lifetime warranty on the tank. 10-year warranty on the internal components that we use inside the tank. 5-year warranty on the digital restoration valve. And a 10-year media effectiveness guarantee on our deluxe system, and a 5-year guarantee on our smaller system. We guarantee that it will be effective without ever having to change filters. This is a pretty good system. I promise you, we developed it specifically from the ground up to meet all this criteria that we were looking for. You are going to have ultimate whole house filtration. It's going to make sure you could go to the bathtub and you can pour a big glass of water from your bathtub and drink it, and it will be clean. From your shower, it'll be clean. While you're brushing your teeth, it'll be clean. What you're cooking with, it'll be clean. What you're giving your animals, your dogs and your cats, whatever it might be, they're going to have clean water. It's going to be all throughout your house. You're going to have it running through this advanced synergistic media, which means you're going to have really clean water. And then what we do, which is very unique, but remember, we come from a health and wellness aspect. I've been in the health and wellness industry for over 30 years. And it's about what can we do to be healthy? I'm not a plumber. And I'm not here just as a company just selling water filters. It's part of our whole thing that we do as a health and wellness company. And what we provide and what we offer is something that is just groundbreaking. Most people don't even know about it in the America, but in Eastern countries, in Japan, they know about it. They use it, and it's the benefit of molecular hydrogen being added to the water. Molecular hydrogen is literally considered and called the miracle molecule because of what it does in the body. We have a special mineral cartridge that you're going to add at one sink, and it comes with a faucet. You'll have a faucet, and when you want to have the healthiest, not just the cleanest, but the healthiest water, this is the water that you drink. You could drink the water from anywhere, and it'll be clean. But when you're drinking this water with the hydrogen in it, it's going to be the healthiest. It's the most powerful antioxidant that you can ingest. You might know about antioxidants: vitamin C, vitamin E. You have zinc. You have different things that you could be ingesting nutritionally. People say red wine has antioxidants in it, and it does, but none of those compare to the antioxidant properties of molecular hydrogen and how it can really work to destroy and fight against free radical damage that happens in our body. In Japan, there's over 6,000 hospitals that have molecular hydrogen given to their patients because they know it accelerates healing. As a matter of fact, there's over 1,000 studies on molecular hydrogen on over 175 different human disease models. They have done research from everything from the eyes, from the blood pressure, from blood sugar, fighting disease. It's very, very effective, and you should do some research on it. We are the only company that I know of that actually has this mineralizer that you can add to the system so you can get not only alkaline water, which alkaline definitely relieves a lot of the stress that's on the body to normalize its own pH levels, which your body does very effectively. But it's really not the alkalinity. It's an added benefit, but it's the hydrogen in the water. And we have the ability to add this on to any sink that you want, whether it's in a whole house system or smaller system or even an under counter system, you can have this hydrogen in it. So let's talk about our systems that we have. Okay, let's get you that information that you want on the AquaWow whole house systems. Let me know here. There's a quick form. There's a button below. Go ahead and click it. I'll give you the link to my calendar, and let me know the best way that you prefer to be contacted, whether it's through the phone, through a Zoom meeting, through text, or through email. Just go ahead, click below. We'll get that booked real quick. We'll get you all the details, and when you put in your information below, I'll give you a $250 coupon, and I'll give you a coupon for a free hydrogen mineralizer as well. Go ahead, fill out the information now.